Well, hello everybody and welcome back. Who's excited for TBR Takedown episode 5? I am pretty excited. I'm a little bit nervous, but excited. I completely forgot that in order to do the random number prompt, I need to generate a random number. So I counted roughly how many books I have, so we're going to randomly generate the number between 1 and 64. I don't believe I only have 64 books on my TBR, but that's what I counted. So I don't know, man. Besides the point, let's spin our little number. Let's generate our, 14. Okay, that's not bad. I was expecting a bigger number than that. Let me count 14 and we'll see what we find, okay? Okay, I'm back. I'm here to give you guys the books that I've picked for each of the prompts. So let's start with our random number. We got 14, and the book that ended up getting picked for that one was Maybe Meant to Be by K.L. Walters. As far as I know, I think this is the last book from K.L. Walters that is published currently that I haven't read yet. I've read The Summer Broken Rules, What Happens After Midnight, and While We're Young. And I think this is the last one before her newer release that I think is supposed to come out this fall that I haven't read yet. And I'm really excited. The concept of this book sounds really cute. It's just fun. I feel like it's a good fluffy, fun read that could just be a good time. So there's my random number pick. Next, we have Marriage of Convenience. I was unsure if I had any books on my TBR that were Marriage of Convenience, and then I looked up Marriage of Convenience, and literally the first book that popped up on the little list is a book that I've been meaning to get to for so long, and I took it as a sign that I should pick this book up, and that is Leather and Lark by Brian Weaver. This is the second book in the Ruinous Love trilogy. As of this moment that I'm filming this, all 3 books are officially out and published, so I would love to read Leather and Lark and then be able to read, what is it, Scythe and Sparrow or Sparrow and Scythe? I think it's Scythe and Sparrow. The orange one. It's orange. It looks really cool. Conveniently, though, this is a Marriage of Convenience dark romance book. The back says, an enemies to lovers dark romantic comedy packed with danger, chaos, and heat. I'm excited. And then our last and final prompt is that I get to pick a book. And the book that I picked is one that I've also been meaning to read for a really long time. And I've just been recently really staring at it on my bookshelf. And I'm like, you know what? Let's read it. Let's do this thing. Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. I am so excited. I am intrigued. I just know I'm probably going to really enjoy this because I love a good small town romance, especially when it's like a ranch country vibe. I am so excited. So, anywho's, there are 3 books that we've picked today. I think we've got some really good reads here. I feel like these books are so drastically different. It's going to be like whiplash while reading. I have a cute, fluffy, young adult. I've got a small town ranch, country bumpkin romance, and then a serial killer romance. What? But I know I'm going to have the time of my life. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. I don't know what book we're going to pick up first, but I'll let you guys know when the time comes. Bye! Well, hello everybody. It's now, I believe, the next day, or a couple days? 2 days? A couple days? I don't remember. It's been a few days since I saw you guys to pick out our books for our TBR Takedown number 5. I'm leaning towards starting Done and Dusted. Out of the 3 books, that's the one that's calling to me the most. I just finished, literally 4 hours ago, I just finished reading Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry, and I'm just in the mood for some more adult romance, but not a serial killer adult romance. So I think we're going for Done and Dusted. Let me go get it. Here we are. I'm ready.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher.
Hello. It's now the next day. I'm here to give you guys an update on Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. As you guys can tell, I'm quite far. I am on chapter 13, page 151. I don't actually know the percentage. We should input that onto my Goodreads. Goodreads says I'm 42% of the way. Can you see it? 42% of the way through Done and Dusted. I'm really enjoying this so far. I'm loving it. I'm thinking it's so cute. I love the small town. I love the family. I'm excited to also see the other characters, and like I'm excited to even like just continue the series. I'm really liking the characters so far, especially our main ones in this, Emmy and Luke. I'm liking both of them a lot. I'm excited for how their relationship's going to continue to go, I guess. I don't really know what I was going to say there. I'm enjoying it. It's good. That's all I have to really say. I'll come back if I have anything else to update you guys on. This is kind of almost like a 50% update. I'm a little less than 50%, but I'm probably going to read for another like hour and then I have to get ready to leave. So maybe we'll get a good another chunk done of this book tonight, and then maybe we'll even be able to finish it later. I don't know. We'll see. I'm enjoying it though. I'm really, really enjoying the book. So that's always good. I'm going to get back to reading and I'll update you guys when I have things to update you on. Bye. Well, hello everybody. It's the next morning. Doesn't look like morning. It looks like it's still the nighttime because it is like storming outside. It's a little before noon actually. It's almost the afternoon. It's 11:59. I'm just coming to you because I spent most of my morning on TikTok. I'm here to update you guys on Done and Dusted. I actually think I'm further than where my bookmark is. Let me check. We're like so close to the end of this book right now. My Kindle says we're 76% of the way through this book right now. I am on chapter 21, page 259. We're in Emmy's point of view right now. I have been really enjoying this. There have been a lot of scenes that are cringy and a little bit like, ugh. But they're not horrible. They're not terrible. This is very spicy. So there have been, I want to say like 3 chapters maybe, I don't even remember, that I've like had to skim, and I just have, I like move a couple pages and I'm like, ugh. You keep going. Like the beginning, like before that stuff starts is usually where like the really cringy things happen, and I'm like, oh my god. I have less than 100 pages left. So far, I'm still enjoying it since the like 50% update I gave you guys a while ago. Don't get where people were saying this is like a slow burn. Like the little blurb on the front end here says a sweet slow burn, sunshine in written form. If this is a slow burn, then I don't know what a slow burn is, my friend, because they started like hanging out and being together 3 chapters into the freaking book, sir, and like they're already, you know. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how this is gonna go. I'm excited to see where the story will go. I'm gonna get to reading, and then I will update you guys probably when we're done.
It has just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just 2 hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be 2 hearts running wild. Now the morning is the afternoon. We lay awake in bed. The laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just 2 hearts running wild.
Wow, that was so cute. That was so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, as you guys just saw, I finished Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. I really liked this book. I thought it was so fun. I loved the setting. I am a sucker for these small town yeehaw cowboy romances. You put a guy in a cowboy hat riding a horse, I'm down. I'm so down. Are you kidding me? I'm so down. Like, give me that book right away. I loved the relationship between our two main characters, Emmy and Luke. I feel like they were such an instant connection. The only thing that I don't really understand is on the front of this book, there's like a quote from Lana Ferguson that says, "A sweet slow burn." I don't think this is a slow burn. In my humble opinion, I think this was pretty much an instant connection from the very beginning of the book. Like, they start flirting and thinking about each other and being like, I think I'm in love with you, or I think I really like you, from the jump. Like, it starts in the very first chapter. Like, they're already, like, like, you know, like, the first time they interact, it's very flirtatiously and, like, you know? So, after I finished the book, I took a second to really think through my feelings and everything. And I think ultimately I'm going to settle on giving this book a 4 stars. I feel like it was really, really good. I am excited to continue reading, and I'm excited to read more from the series and get to know more of the characters and like the town and the world that we're in within the Rebel Blue Ranch series. Which I guess it's a great sign. I feel like it's a good sign that a book is really good if you really want to read more from the series or from that author. So that's good too. I just really liked it. I thought it was really, really fun. So, ta-da! There you go. There's my review on Done and Dusted. So cute. That was so cute. Oh my god. Oh my god. I literally just sat here and read this entire book in one sitting. Literally in one sitting. I read this entire book in one sitting. I was like, I'll just read a couple chapters. I just finished it. It was just so fun. It felt like I was watching a movie. I feel like it was just like a teeny bopper, cute little movie that I would totally watch. I'm not sure on what I would rate this book though, because I really don't know. I really don't know. I don't really know how I feel about the book. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was so cute. But there were a lot of lulls and a lot of parts where I did kind of get a little bit bored and was I could just skim this. And I definitely felt myself gravitating towards one couple in particular that I was the most interested to see what was going to happen with them. But I loved both couples. I really liked Charlie and Luke, who are one of the couples in this book. And then I loved Sage and Nick. I thought they were adorable. Charlie and Luke reminded me a lot of the kind of relationship that happens with Charlie and Nick in the Heartstopper graphic novel series. Their relationship really reminded me of them. Just like how cute and sweet and adorable it was. And just in general, I feel like Sage and Nick were so cute. Like best friend's brother. It was adorable. I really, really I just feel like the whole thing was just so cute. I like the story. I feel like the pacing was really good. I feel like if you just needed a book that isn't a lot of brain power and you're just going to enjoy front to back, I'd recommend. I don't know. I think I'm going to give this a 3.5 stars, which is still a really good rating. I would still highly recommend this book. I just really don't feel like it's a 4 star. I'd still highly recommend, especially if you're looking for a book that's just a good palate cleanser, that you really don't have to think very hard while you're reading, and it's just a good old time from front to back. Would highly recommend. So this was so much fun. I'm really glad that I got to read this book and got to know what it was all about. So, well, if I do start this today, I'll probably come at you before I stop reading for the night and give you guys an update on where we are. If I don't start this book today and I start it a different day, I'll see you guys whenever I have an update, and I'll let you know if it's been a couple days or not. You never know. Okay, I'm gonna go bye. Well, hello everybody. It's been many days. I'm wearing the same sweatshirt and I look probably very similar, but it's been a couple of days since last time I saw you guys. It's been a weekend. I'm just still wearing this hoodie because I like the hoodie. Besides the point, I'm here to update you guys on our last and final book for the video, which is Leather and Lark, and my update is that I have not even started it. It's Tuesday. It's now Tuesday, May 20th, and I have not started this book. I don't know what about it is like turning me off. Not that I don't want to read it, but just there's something that's like making me unsure if I really want to read this book or not, which is like really weird because I loved the first one. Oh my god. Well, my camera died, so I'm back. I took a minute to think about how I felt about this book. I think the reason that I didn't like this book as much as I assumed I was going to is because when I had read Butcher and Blackbird a while ago now, I was still very much in the phase of enjoying that kind of dark romance and didn't mind the spicier bits that get thrown into it, whereas this book felt like it was a lot heavier on the spice and kind of banking on the characters being physically attracted to each other to push the relationship forward, and I didn't enjoy that. I felt like the characters never really bond and like actually have a good relationship other than wanting to bang each other, if I'm being so for real. Did not love, did not like even really. It was definitely interesting. I liked the story. It was semi-suspenseful, but also at the same time I felt more pulled in and felt more connected to the situation, and there was more at stake, it felt like, in Butcher and Blackbird than in this book. Like, the conflict and like the big thing that happens at the end of the book was literally solved in like a chapter and a half. Like it was like bam, solved, done, we're moving on to happily ever after. I don't know, something about it just didn't feel as suspenseful, or I'm trying to think, there wasn't as much at stake in this book as there was in the first book. The first book was truly a serial killer's romance. I just didn't really enjoy it, if I'm being completely honest. I feel like it was not as good as I wanted it to be. I am disappointed, honestly, and it's also making me question if I even want to read the third one. So for my rating for Leather and Lark, I think I'm going to give this book a 3-star. We'll see by tomorrow morning if I feel the same way as I do right now, because I'm so tempted to give it like a 2.5, because for some reason I just really did not mesh with this book. I don't know what about it I didn't mesh with. I was actually really enjoying the beginning and had kind of thought that it was going to turn out to be another 5-star read because I really liked Butcher and Blackbird. But then about around the halfway point is when the storyline kind of went And I was like, yeah, I don't care about this anymore. Well, hello everybody. It is now the next day. It's actually like 2 p.m. I'm here to give you guys our final wrap up on the 3 books we read in today's video. You guys saw me finish Leather and Lark last night at like 11:30 at night. And now we're going to wrap this video up, give you guys a little quick how I felt about the book, and then move on. First book we read in today's video was Done and Dusted, which was under the I get to pick prompt of the video. I absolutely loved this book. It was so fun. I loved the relationship. I loved the world. I loved just all of it. I'm not surprised though, because I am a sucker for small town cowboy yeehaw romance, and this is everything and more. I gave this book 4 stars. I would still say that this is a 4-star read. I absolutely loved this book. I thought it was so fun. I loved the relationship. I loved all of the characters, not just the 2 main characters from this book. And I cannot wait to continue the series. I already have the 2nd book downloaded onto my Kindle to read because I really liked this. This was so fun. So, would recommend. Next, we read the book that was for our random number prompt, and the book that ended up getting picked was Made Meant to Be by K.L. Walters. I actually really enjoyed this book, and looking back, I think I still feel like this is a 3.5 stars. I thought it was so cute. I thought it was so fun. I feel like it was just overall a really good time. Very much a palate cleanser book where you really don't need to use pretty much any brain power to read and understand what's going on throughout the story. I thought it was fun. There were a lot of parts I felt like that dragged on a lot, that seemed a little bit unnecessary, but I'm still going to continue to read from K.L. Walters. I have loved and really enjoyed majority of the books that I've read from her, which is now 4 of them. And I really liked it. It was really good. I feel like it seems like because I gave it a 3.5 stars, that means that I didn't like it. But for me, a 3.5 star is still a pretty good rating for a book. It's just, I don't know. Anyways, moving on. Would recommend. And our last and final book was our Marriage of Convenience, which we ended up getting to pick Leather and Lark by Brian Weaver, which has been on my TBR since it was released. And I was excited to finally get the opportunity to read this book and know what's happening in it, especially because it is kind of like a forced proximity marriage of convenience kind of situation. The only thing is that I definitely was not expecting to dislike this book as much as I did. I was anticipating liking it the same, or if not more, than I liked Butcher and Blackbird. But after reading this book, I am unsure if I'm even going to read the 3rd book in this trilogy. It's only 3 books, so part of me is like, just read the 3rd one and get it over with. But at the same time, if that book is going to be the same as this and the first one, I don't know. I absolutely loved the first book, Butcher and Blackbird. Loved that book. 5 stars. I still think about that book very fondly, and you know, I enjoyed a lot of it. I just felt like this book had little to no suspense. It was very easy to guess what was going on from the jump when the conflict gets introduced. It was so easy to immediately assume who the bad guy was, what they were doing, what was going on. I felt like it just was not as good as Butcher and Blackbird. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. I don't know. What I'm thinking is that I've grown out of this kind of romance since reading Butcher and Blackbird. I think the biggest thing and the biggest reason that I didn't like this book was for the spice. I feel like the entire relationship between our 2 main characters is solely based on them being physically attracted to each other and not actually in love. It felt like there was no relationship. It felt like there was no build up to the relationship. It felt like it went from them not knowing each other to doing it on the floor. You know, it just felt like it went from 0 to 60 so fast that I didn't actually get to enjoy the characters getting to know each other. I don't know. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. I thought the spice was so uncomfortable. I skipped so much of the end of the book. There were so many chapters and so many sections I had to just full-blown skip because it was making me physically uncomfortable to read it. I just think I've grown out of that kind of reading style because I don't remember it bothering me as much in the first book. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to yuck anyone's yum. If you loved this book, I'm so glad that you loved it. I wanted to love it too, but unfortunately I did not. I have done some thinking, and I think I am going to lower my rating to a 2.5 stars because I feel like there are other books that I gave 3 stars that I liked significantly more than this book. So I feel like this book is more of like a 2 or a 2.5 stars. So that's what I think I'm going to give it. I think I'm going to ultimately settle on a 2.5 stars. And eventually I might even lower that further because I really didn't like this book. I feel like I enjoyed majority of the reading I did in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. I am excited to continue to film all these videos of these TBR takedowns and reading all the books on my TBR and getting them all officially put onto the bookshelf as fully read books. Other than that, I am going to go and I will see you guys when I see you. So just be ready for it. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe down below. And don't forget to put on those post notifications so you get a notification the next time I post. I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!